I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm a survivor. They've doubted me my whole life, but it doesn't bother me, 'cause I'm a fighter. When the world goes low, I go high. And when I say high, I mean to the most high, 'cause I'm a survivor. Now nothing can be denied the one who won't be denied. And I'm a fighter. Failure is not an option. I'm a survivor. I don't walk by sight, so the enemy can't trick me. I walk by faith, and God gives me victory. I am a tiger. I'm a survivor. Day in and day out I keep coming, 'cause I'm a fighter. God will never fail me, so I keep believing. I don't need to see it in the physical. In my mind I can see it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, 'cause I'm a survivor. I refuse to concede, 'cause I'm a fighter. Faith was never designed to be passive. We ought to be aggressive even in the waiting. I might be down, but I'm not out. I told you before, I'm a survivor, blessed and unstoppable. I'm a fighter. The Lord did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. I'm a survivor. I know it looks like I'm down and out, that there's no way that I could ever come back, that I'm just too far behind, but I'm a fighter. Pain is no match for a champion. They underestimated me. I'm just getting started. Life hit me with a brick, but I'm still in the ring standing. All things are possible to them that believeth, and I'm a survivor. I came too far to stop now. I came way too far to quit now. I'm hungry, dedicated, fearless, motivated, determined, starving, blessed, and unstoppable. I got the DNA of a champion and the mindset of a winner. I'm all in, and I let my grind do the talking. I got the inner standard that produces greatness. I'm allergic to average. 120, pursuing greatness. Against all odds, I press on toward the prize. I'm a survivor. You can see it in my eyes. There's not a mountain too high that I can't climb, 'cause I'm a fighter. I press on. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. God still moves. It's reaping season. My grind is more important than my background. My work ethic is the great equalizer. My goals aren't set to the level of my own ability, but to that of God. I'm a survivor. My struggles, my challenges, my tribulations molded me. They shaped me into the champion I am today. I'm a survivor. I break through all walls of limitation. My why is so strong, it makes me undeniable. The whole world is betting against me. They don't believe in me. They gave up on me. But who's that still standing in the ring? Who is that? It's me, that fighter. I'm a survivor. To God be the glory.
People always remember and talk about how you made it, and you're king, or you're the president, or you're the pope, or whoever you are, but they don't understand what all you went through to get there. By the time I figured out what life was all about, it was time to go. I've been sick before. I made it. I've been broke before. I made it. I've been brokenhearted before. I made it. I cried all night, but I made it. I've been betrayed, but I made it. I've been lied on, but I made it. I've been destitute, but I made it. I've been rejected, but I made it. Sometimes when you're imagining how things are going to go, they don't go the way you imagined. And if you're a weak person, you will quit because it didn't go the way you imagined it. If you don't learn how to master the breaking point, you may have many ventures, but you will not accrue massive success in any area because you have not mastered the breaking point. Every time life runs you to a breaking point, you will give up and quit. You will back away and run. You will say, this is too hard, this is too emotional, this is too stressful, and you will back away. You cannot be a champion until you have survived a breaking point. If you don't learn how to touch people, you can never stop the issues that exist internally or externally in your church, in your life, in your family, in your business. So the one thing that the enemy is determined to do when you are at a breaking point, the first thing he wants to do is isolate you. The only thing wrong with your dream is that you're trying to do it by yourself. The difference between start and finish is determined by how you handle the breaking point. In the process of growing up, whenever wheat comes up, tear comes up to the same proportion. Or let me say it in a way that's familiar to you, new levels bring new devils. So while you're coming up on one side, your haters, problems, situations, circumstances, responsibilities, debt factors, bills, organizational infrastructure needs all come up at the same level. That one fact, you can't come up over here and not come up over there. They both grow up together. Just because your circumstance don't reflect it right now doesn't mean that you don't have it. Believe in yourself and get up out of there and go do what you've got to do. The whole world has turned its head to hear what you have to say. Do you have something to say or not? What you do over the next few months will determine the next few years in your life. How you manage the critical mass of this moment will determine the outcome, whether you acquiesce back to the gravitational pull of your ordinariness or whether you break through into another orbit and another dimension of who you are. I would suggest to you that everything you have gone through in your previous dimension has prepared you for this next dimension, and you're right on the verge if you can master the breaking point.
A lot of y'all, if you keep going the rate you're going right now, when you die, you're going to have a whole bunch left. You're going to die with a whole lot of ideas left. You're going to die with a whole lot of energy left. Man, when I'm running, there are times when I run and I get to the end of my run, I know I ain't done nothing. Why? Because when I finish, I got too much energy left. I got too much strength left. I'm still breathing normally. I know I hadn't put my all into it. I'm asking you to know what your limits are. All right? Because you got to be able to measure where you are, because you can't get to where you're going if you don't know where you are. You have to be able to measure where you are. But once you measure it, we got to hit that wall. Once we measure it, we got to start squeezing so we can get more out of it. And then once we hit that wall, we don't quit. We don't give up. We push a switch called will, and we start using our willpower. We go into will. Yes, we tired. Yes, we're hungry. Yes, the mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But we cannot quit because we realize we have not reached the goal yet. This is not the goal. This is not what I dreamed about. This is not what I said I was going to do. This is what I talked about. This is not what it looks like. I got to squeeze. And then once we get past that place, once we get past that 30 minutes, or that 35, or that 40, or that 45, or that 50, And once we get into that hour with our will, we become comfortable with being uncomfortable. We no longer thrive to be in the comfort zone. We no longer place ourselves in positions that make us feel good. We no longer put ourselves in positions that make us comfortable, that gives us that warm, fuzzy feeling. Because listen here, boo, some of what you want, some of what you're trying to get ain't in the comfort zone. And so if what you want is not in the comfort zone, you got to come out of the comfort zone to get what you want.